Hello guys, welcome back to another video from Behind the Clutter. In this video, we are going to build a 12 volt battery charger. Before moving on to the making process, let me quickly brief you how this thing works. First of all, we will step down this 230 volt AC supply into 12 volt AC using this transformer. After that, we will convert that AC current to DC using this bridge rectifier. But even after rectification, there will be AC remains in the circuit called ripples, and we will filter away those ripples using this capacitor. The output voltage that we receive after filtration is not consistent. It will fluctuate according to the fluctuations in the AC input. So we are using this voltage regulator to provide a consistent voltage at the output, and we will be using this potentiometer to regulate the voltage regulator output as per our requirement. And from this circuit we will get a maximum of up to 1.5 ampere current considering the load. So let us start by making the bridge rectifier. We will be needing 4 3 ampere diodes for that. First join the negative sides of the diode together. Then join the positive sides of two diodes together. Now join both sides together to form the bridge rectifier. Now we need to add a capacitor to the circuit. Here I am using a 4700 microfarad electrolytic capacitor. Here this side is positive and this side is negative. So attach the negative of the capacitor to the negative and positive of the capacitor to the positive of the regulator. Now let us connect the transformer to the circuit. This one I am using is a 12 volt 2 ampere center tapped transformer. That means that it has two 12 volt output and one neutral. But here in this circuit we only need a 12 volt and a neutral. So attach it to the remaining two middle legs of the bridge rectifier like you see in the video. And our first part is complete, and from this circuit we will get some fluctuating DC voltage as output. Now you have to regulate this output to get a smooth constant flow of voltage. For that let us use this LM317T voltage regulator. It is always better to use a heatsink along with the voltage regulator, as it will increase the efficiency and lifespan of your regulator. Here I am using an aluminum sheet as heatsink. Now connect a 330 ohm resistor between the first and second pin of the voltage regulator. Now connect the positive end of the bridge rectifier with the input pin of voltage regulator. Here we are using a 10 kilo ohm potentiometer to adjust the voltage in the voltage regulator. Connect the negative terminal of the bridge rectifier with the first pin of the potentiometer. Now connect the middle pin of the potentiometer with the adjuster pin of the voltage regulator. This is what we have done so far. If you have any doubts regarding the circuit, I have left the circuit in the description, so don't worry. Now solder a long wire to the second pin of the voltage regulator, and this will be the positive terminal of our charger. And attach a wire to the first terminal of the potentiometer, and this will be the negative terminal of our charger. Now let us add a switch in the negative line. So our circuit is almost complete, and these are the output terminals of our charger. Let's attach these crocodile clamps onto the output terminals for better usability. Now let's attach our circuit to a 230 volt power source and see if it's working. It is showing 16.3 volts, so we have to adjust it to our required voltage, that is between 13.5 and 14.5. I have made this cardboard box to house our circuit. Now let us assemble and attach everything inside the box. Now we have to attach a fuse onto our primary supply to avoid short circuit and for the safety of our device. Now connect our 230 volt primary supply to the fuse as you see in the video. Now let us seal the remaining portion of our housing. I'm using an insulation tape over the top because we can adjust the voltage regulator if we need more voltage. Now let's do some testing. First, let us try to charge this old lead acid battery. The battery has undergone deep discharge and now it's only having 2.95 volts. The average charging time for a lead acid battery is 8 to 12 hours. But unfortunately our video is not that long enough. So let us charge it for 1 hour and see if there is any difference. And now it's 6.85 volts, so the charger is working perfectly. This charger is capable of providing a maximum of up to 1.5 ampere of current, but the current is drawn only as per the requirement of the device. So let us first check the current consumption of a 12 volt DC motor. So it's consuming an average of around 1 ampere current from the charger. Now let us check with our lead acid battery, and it is consuming an average of 0.75 ampere of current from the charger. So guys, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So thank you all for watching and see you guys in the next one.